This week, public relations officers in the Philip J Pierre administration were boasting of record low unemployment numbers. According to the Bureau of Statistics, St. Lucia's unemployment is at 11.9%, down from 16.3% last year and 23.13% in 2021. That means unemployment has been cut in half in the 3 years since the pandemic. It is the lowest unemployment rate in at least a decade. Some say it is the lowest first quarter unemployment rate ever. But Philip J Pierre had a different take on the numbers.
My aim and my goal is to get our employment down to single digits. That is my goal, that is my aim. Unemployment to get to single digits. But youth unemployment has decreased from 26% to 18%, again, the lowest, but we still want that down also. I want youth unemployment to be reduced further. So I'm not satisfied with the level of youth unemployment.
But while unemployment figures go down, the homicide rates are still going up. Prime Minister Pierre worried that many young people and vulnerable groups are still not being reached by the youth economy, the semi-professional sports leagues, the micro, small, and medium enterprises projects, and grants, and the many training options available. He also worried that the media's priorities put a bigger spotlight on young men being murdered than on young people striving to succeed in business, technology, science, sports, and arts.
Losing one life is too much. We have lost a few, and I'm very concerned about it. But that doesn't mean that the majority of young men are not doing well. The majority of young men in St. Lucia are ambitious, they're forward thinking, they're hardworking, and what makes it worse is that the few, and it's the few, who happen to fall through the cracks seem to be getting a lot more exposure than the hundreds who are doing very well. We found that when I speak to young people, young men in particular, they find sometimes that the system is unfair to them. Because what they see is that we're doing so many things. We are involved in semi-professional football. We are involved in small businesses. Some of us are involved in little projects trying to achieve a better quality of life. And only what you hear about is the 3 or 4 who are killing each other.
With tourism being one of the biggest job creators on the island, these numbers could fluctuate, meaning more jobs in the winter season and less jobs in the summer off-season. But Pierre's biggest worry is not regular seasonal fluctuation, it is the effects of climate change. Because while Rome wasn't built in a day, it took only one bad night to burn it to the ground.
There's one thing that we must always take into consideration: climate effects. We have to assume that we have no climate factors. We have to assume that that is very, very, very important, Jason. The entire development of the country can be wiped out in one evening. And this, if there's something that I worry about that every evening.
Choice News Now will bring you more from this exclusive interview with Prime Minister Philip J Pierre in our next broadcast on Monday. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Sifflet.